Did you do that thing where you put a tube up your butt and pour it in that way?
Yeah, I wanted to get wasted as fast as possible.
Put some on your nipples and light them on fire.
That's what I buy the high quality premium liquor for, is to shove it up my butt. And it was cold because I got that car. It doesn't really have fucking heat, so I was freezing.
Give yourself a hand job, dude. Friction, that'll make it warm.
Yeah, but it's all like shrunk up and stuff from the cold.
You'll get it there eventually.
Can't you just think about Josh with marmalade on his hairy nipples and be like, all right, rock hard, time to go to town.
That's not gonna help.
It's not gonna work.
It might make it even worse.
They're quite small. They're very tender, and they're covered in like a white gravy.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Okay. Would you lick it off a homeless dude's wiener?
Definitely not. It's not that. Nothing's that phenomenal.
It's not that good then, is it?
No.
What if there was no other dips, condiments, dressings, mustards on earth, and that was the last one, and it was on a homeless man's dick? Would you lick it off?
Then I wouldn't be able to have any. Recording in progress.
Who's that?
That's Josh.
Hi, Josh.
We went out for dinner together. You don't remember me?
Oh, yes, I remember you. Hi, Josh. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
Good. Do people watch this as well?
No,
No.
Okay,
we don't show any video because nobody wants to see our faces.
No.
that's not true. I want to see your faces.
No, we looked into it, and
We did
somebody
a case study.
Oh, is the case? All right, all right.
Yeah, 3,000 people interviewed, and the nicest comment was, "It's worse than cancer." So
All
that
right,
was
all
that was
right.
the nicest comment. I'm sure we'd get more viewers if you were on there, but
Like shirt out, obviously.
well, yeah, obviously. Why would you even consider the shirt on? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I don't even understand why I have to consider it every morning when I wake up and leave the house.
Yeah, right? Why can't we just live in a world where things just flow?
Tits out. Okay, I'm interrupting your guys' conversation.
I don't even
Not
know
at
what we were
all.
talking about.
Me
Okay.
either. I've forgotten.
You forgot because now we're talking about tits out in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
city. I think that would make sense.
We were talking about Christmas movies.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Like Christmas Vacation,
hilarious. Love it.
It's a good one. It's a classic.
my favorite.
Love Actually is my favorite.
Love Actually is
Yeah.
a romantic.
Yeah, it is.
You've never
Ugh.
seen it?
Ugh.
I haven't seen it.
I've never seen Love Actually. I've never seen The Notebook. I have, however, for personal growth, watched He's Just Not That Into You.
Oh, that's a great fucking movie.
Yeah,
I don't
I think
envy
every woman should watch that movie.
I don't
Great.
envy Bradley Cooper's marriage, but I do envy how hot his wife is.
Fair enough.
But it wouldn't be worth putting up with her. There's no way I could live like that. I would put a fucking gun in my mouth. Well, I'd probably put a gun in her mouth because I like my life.
Well, how about just no guns? No
No
guns.
Okay.
guns is
involved.
better.
All right. So
We could maybe we could throw punch.
I'm not one to condone cheating, but in his case, I understand why he did it. I get it.
Uh-huh.
Your wife's
Yeah.
a raging biatch and Scarlett
Yeah.
Johansson presents herself to you. I'm sorry, but it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. And you know what happens is you build resentment.
Wait, are we learning something here?
I'm listening.
Wait,
What's that?
hold on, Lexi. Josh and I, we like to
Huh.
learn things on the show. So right now we feel you're about to teach us something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's go back with you. You get resentment or you what? What is it?
you build resentment.
Okay.
So what happens is when you're with a couple or when you're within a relationship, in my personal experience, over time, because you kind of push away the red flags and you're like, oh, whatever, it doesn't really bother me that much. And he kind of takes the beatings that that Bradley guy in the movie emotionally, because she was a bitch the whole entire time. And then eventually you build resentment, and that's when you go and fucking cheat.
So you want to avoid the resentment?
No, you don't. It's already happened. Like it's
Okay.
subconsciously happening inside. Like it's you're raging inside because you can't solve the issue, so you go and fucking cheat.
So what he did with all the red flags is he's like, I'm gonna build the sweetest red blanket I've ever made.
An
And he takes
escape.
all those flags and builds an awesome blanket. He goes, wow,
Some
this is
guys,
a really nice
some
red blanket.
A
yeah,
quilt.
well, some guys, if they're really stuck in a relationship with, especially with somebody like that, it's an escape out too, an escape mechanism, so they don't have to like deal with the aftermath of her craziness. They just go and fucking cheat to make it easier.
Didn't make it easier in the long run. He lost both.
Yeah, well, that can happen, you
But he
know?
did get to enjoy smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
Let's leave it at that. He got
yeah,
something he wanted.
right.
And he has two things on his bedpost. He'd be like, ooh, Jennifer Connelly, scratch that off. Scarlett Johansson, scratch that off. Looking around, wait, how am I going to get any better than that? Like, where are you going to
Yeah,
go from there, buddy?
you can't go anywhere after Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like what?
So now Charlie Ray has joined us. We've got Lexi on the side. She
Hi,
was,
Lexi.
Oh, it's a sandwich of men. This is great.
and then Lexi
Hi.
leaves, and Charlie Ray's like, I'm in heaven, a sandwich of men.
Hey, Charlie, did we meet at dinner too?
I think so, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was there.
Are you the gentleman from the United States of America?
I am.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the gentleman part, but I am from the United States of
Okay,
America.
well,
Do you want to tell her
I'm
what
an
city you're
occasional
from?
gentleman. Kansas City.
All right. So what I have here right now is a Urban Dictionary term based off of Kansas City. So I'm gonna give you guys the term, and we're gonna let Lexi guess first, which she thinks it is, and then we're gonna go around and see if anybody can get it right. Are
a
we all in?
term?
I'm gonna give you a couple words. You're gonna tell me what you think it means.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is called the Kansas City Car Wash.
Okay.
What do you think it means?
Uh, the Kansas City car wash. Some kind of like drug cartel operation.
Okay. How about you, Josh?
I think maybe it's a gal with really large pussy lips.
Okay.
Kansas City Car
Okay,
Wash. I'm
so
gonna
that
get.
so that conversation went from this is what happens when I'm with boys.
Yeah.
This is what happens when I'm with boys.
This
It
is
goes
where we
from
are.
0 to 100.
You're
Let's
def
warm up a little bit.
you're definitely not with men, you're definitely with boys.
Oh,
That was
I love
that was
every
your
part
answer,
of it.
Josh?
That was my guess.
Okay. Charlie Ray?
Okay.
Kansas City Car Wash. That's where you go through a car wash while you're eating a takeout order from a place that sells awesome ribs because it's
Okay.
Mm,
Kansas City.
You guys are all very close. I think if you combined all your answers, you might get pretty close to it.
okay.
So it's when many guys hide in a closet when one of their friends is boning a chick. The guys in the closet are jacking off, and right as they're about to jizz, they all pop out of the closet at the same time and drench the female in their semen. The,
Bukkake.
Kind of sounds like Bukaki.
the professional ones will aim for the female's eyes.
Huh. Huh.
And so, in a sentence, yo, me and my friends Kansas City car washed that chick that Victor was having sex with.
And she
Nasty.
appreciated it not much.
Do you think Victor knew it was going to happen? Or Victor's like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Or maybe
I, I,
maybe he set it up.
Yeah, maybe. I hope so.
Could be.
I still think it would involve barbecue sauce.
That would be a very gentleman thing to do. Right, Kansas boy? Right?
How how would you add barbecue sauce to that, Charlie Ray?
Like you just jump out and just drench her in barbecue sauce, and then
But
and
you
you
still
just
jizz on
slather
her?
all around in it. Well, of course,
Of course. Okay, good.
And each dude has a squeeze bottle of it.
you just hose her down with barbecue sauce.
So
Oh,
one hand he's beating his meat, the other hand he's squeezing barbecue sauce.
Make sure you don't try to beat the meat after handling the barbecue sauce, because that's gonna sting.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
sounds like all the dreams come true.
especially for
For the
Victor,
guy or the gal.
Well, either or,
depending on the gal.
depending, I guess.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure most guys would pick to do that. most girls might be apprehensive to the whole situation.
What?
Most.
Prude.
Yeah, prude. Right. I said most. I didn't say all.
Prude.
Well, it's gonna get sticky no matter which way you slice it.
That's true.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know, Lexi, if you know about this, but guys in 2024 don't like dating.
Okay.
They
No.
don't like that women are looking for a guy that makes 400 grand a year who doesn't have a job so he can spend all his time with her and wants to take care of her stepchildren.
Well, I just found out that as of late, I just found out recently that some guys, when they go on dates, some women straight out ask them how much money they make a year.
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
I think if a girl straight out asked me how much money I make a year, I would just get up, throw the 20 down for the beer, and then walk.
Mm-hmm.
I think I
So I ain't
would
got
not
time
even
for
throw
that
the 20
shit.
down. I'd let her deal with paying the bill as I leave. I need to use the bathroom or the restroom. I'll be right back.
Uh-huh.
And
Never
then
come back.
you leave her with the bill for once.
Uh-huh. I've always offered to pay for half the bill. I don't even get it.
Then I would text her later and be like, "Hey, hope you make enough this year to pay for that. I didn't ask. I apologize."
I would just say none of your business.
Well, that's a good one too.
I'm a trust
But
fund
even
baby, so I don't have a job.
like, I don't even understand what that means. Like, is she already like? Well, the problem with a lot of women, they've already married you before they've even sat down on the table.
Yeah.
So they've
Well, that's
already created their future with their future man, and they've already made Ryan Reynolds out of you before you even met her.
Or
Okay.
they've decided you're not the one.
It's
One of the two.
well, they usually decide that with me.
Yeah,
So
real quick.
it's weird that but before we hit record and before you guys are all on, Josh and I were talking about this, and we were just talking about the women's profiles who are, I'm looking for my one true love, I'm looking for my last first kiss, I'm looking for my partner in crime, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna put out, my kids come first, stuff like that. And then you go on a date with these girls, and after date one, they've already put out, and you're like, what the fuck? Everything in your profile says that you're not that person. And then Josh brought it to my attention, that they still believe that, but they automatically assumed I was not going to fit that. So they already just figured, yeah, I could probably fuck him and that's about it, but he's not the guy I'm looking for. So they still believe that in their profile, but they didn't believe I was that guy.
No, I've never. I don't think that way.
Okay. Well, that's good. Now we have a different perspective.
that's good.
I
I just want somebody that I can snuggle up with
oh,
and cook with and
fucking snuggle all
you know,
day.
yeah, and occasionally have some amazing sex.
Oh my God.
Not
Okay, how much do you make?
quality over
Yeah,
quantity.
exactly.
Huh?
Yes, how much you made.
Not enough.
Fucking genius.
Oh my God, I'm just joking, babe. I'm just joking. The truth
I
is,
know.
what is your profile actually say that? Like, I'm looking for a snuggle partner and all those things? First of
I
all,
don't
I
have a
just want to say
profile.
that as a
Hmm.
woman, I don't even go on online dating. I don't know what it is about maybe my personal lifestyle, but I don't have an issue when it comes to finding men for fun times.
Well, I think you're a girl, so it's a lot different for you than
Yeah.
it is for
Yeah,
us.
Well, I
that's
don't think
true.
it's like that for every girl, because other if a girl's asking men how much they're making, they're obviously have different motives.
No. They're just really super high maintenance. That's the
Hmm.
difference. And they
So are
and
they
they have an
expecting
over
you to
on.
pay for things? Is that like a thing? Like, I feel like
Well,
that's a
of
thing.
course, of
Yeah,
course.
so the way that I see this is just my own perspective. When I was raising my kids, I remember my daughter and I having a completely different lifestyle than all her friends and her friends' moms. And I remember the moms wanting the guys to always buy everything. They pay for my nails, they pay for my hair, they pay for everything. I'll go make a couple hundred, 1,200 bucks a month, whatever, selling fucking party light. And off of Bob your uncle. So our generation of women, Gen Xers, we got a little bit like we took the first generation, the boomers, and we completely fucked it up. We fucked up the whole idea of like the common ground when it comes to a dual income somehow. And now women have this weird expectation that it's your job to fucking pay for everything.
I like paying for stuff. Like if it's a date,
Oh,
I
bless
want to
your
pay
heart.
for
How
it.
much do you make? Just kidding.
Also not enough.
Yeah, I like paying for stuff too, but I'm a broke ass, so it just is stressful. I
It's
mean,
it
if
shouldn't
I
be
had
about,
plenty of money, I wouldn't give two shits about paying for
you know what?
everything.
Honestly, it shouldn't be about that at all. At the beginning, it should be about two people getting to fucking know each other to see even if they like each other. First of all, let's go for a bike ride. Let's go for a fucking movie. Let's go for a date. And who's paying shouldn't even be on the table. It should just be equal in the sense that, hey, babe, maybe if you feel like it and you like her, you'd be like, you know what, I got it this time. Don't tell her that you got it every fucking time. And see, is she gonna put out her fucking wallet one time? Because if
I
you don't,
But
that's fuck you.
I always
that's why
assumed I was the one paying, and
oh,
on every
Ugh,
exactly.
on every date, I was always the one who was paying.
ugh.
Except on one date, I drove like 40 minutes away because she lived like 50 kilometers away or whatever, and went on a date, and she picked the place, which I thought was cool because I don't live there. And
Nice.
I went to go buy some cupcakes at the end, and I went to go pay my
Uh-oh.
bill, and the person said, "Oh, it's all paid for."
I think we may have lost her. Oh,
No,
Oh,
there
Oh,
she
it's right
is.
that
here.
oh
Here I
yeah.
am. I
So
don't know
yeah,
what I did. I fucked
she
up.
ended up
It
paying.
was just a sausage party for a while.
Which we're
Well, I
used to.
would like a sausage party now that you mention it.
But
Vienna sausage?
I
It's
found it
only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
I found it odd that the girl paid for everything. But she said, "You drove all the way here. You spent like an hour of your time essentially and all your gas. Why wouldn't I pay for lunch?" I'm like, "Oh,
that that
But
shit's
see,
wow."
super
Well, as
cool.
a woman, okay,
that's a
hold on.
cool
Let me give you a
chick.
different perspective for a second. A lot of men give off this vibe that if I do pay for you to come out, then you're going to put out.
Uh,
See, see, I don't expect that. I would much rather have a first date or a first couple dates be like a Dutch thing, or I buy once, she buys once, or whatever, until
Yeah,
we get to
just
figure
it shouldn't
till we
even
get
be
to
a
figure yeah, till we get to figure out whether or not there's anything there. If there's
yeah.
something there, then if
And then if
I'm
you like each
dating
other and you
you,
want to take her to
yeah.
fucking Whistler and you want to pay for something like that, you do that, but it shouldn't be about you paying. I haven't done online dating. I'm not even gonna lie, since 2015, 17.
It's changed a lot.
Yeah, no.
yeah,
I
it
see
has.
enough with the world that I'm involved in. I see enough. I get it with the whole lifestyle world, you know?
And what
And
world is that?
well, you guys already know.
We
You
can only
already
go
know.
we
You
can
already
only
know I'm a naughty kitty.
no.
You already know. So it's in that world, it's in the lifestyle, meaning like open relationships, swingers, polyamory, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You'll get guys in there that'll message me out of a group conversation, and the first thing they'll be like, "Okay, like how does this work? When do we get together? When do we play?" And it's kind of like, well, I'm not going to just jump out of my bed and come. It doesn't work that way.
Well, it shouldn't work that way. No.
Well, there are some nights where it kind of does, if it's spontaneous, like last weekend, for example. Like it was a very interesting evening for me. So I guess it depends on the crazy group.
Did it involve a Kansas City car wash?
It wasn't a Kansas City car wash, but it was like very
Okay.
sexy, very sexy. And for so, I mean, yeah, things that you don't think can happen could happen depending on how comfortable each person is in their situation, I feel. But if
So
you can't even go on a fucking date and you've already judged this man on what he's making, that's just disgusting, I think, as a whole. This is what kind of
Yeah.
got me in trouble with my last relationship. I was in that relationship for like 6 years because I was so um independent that I didn't like really allow any uh opportunity for there to be help. But there was no help offered either, you know, by the other partner. Am I
so
making any sense?
well, do you think the other partner thought, "Damn, she's independent. I don't need to offer her help at all."
Right. Well, this is the thing. Yeah, of course. I gave up that vibe and I know where I went wrong. You know what I mean?
Well,
So you can't turn around. Everything works two ways. Everything works two ways. But as far as like now goes, like most men that I hang out with, I've known for like 10 years. Some will invite me for dinner. Some it depends on the relationship.
I don't know any men like that, but
The one you went out with last week, but
yeah.
no.
Well, Shane's a special man, let me tell you.
Well, I went out
Mm,
with a friend of mine. He's a married man. He's in a open relationship with his wife, and I've known him since 2014. And him and I always had a thing. And he said, let's go to this party. Well, I invited him. He's like, what are you doing on the 16th or the 9th or whatever? And I said, I'm going to this party. Would you like to come? So I invited him to come with me. And then shit went down. So I guess you need to hear what kind of shit. This is what's happening right now.
Maybe. I'm sure it's car wash related.
Well, we don't really need to go into detail, but it was a lot. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun when you get to experience, stuff that you've never got to experience before. But you have to be in a trusting environment. And sometimes like the guy that I went with prior, like a month ago, I had no, didn't know anything about him. I asked one of my girlfriends, I was like, how's this guy? He wants me to sponsor him. She's like, oh my God, he's the best. You're gonna have the best time. And then I showed up and I realized he had just broken up with one of the girls in there. He wanted to use me as fucking arm candy. He posted on this thing that he claimed me, whatever the fuck that means. What am I, a trophy?
Hmm.
You claim me?
Maybe he figured he made enough money every year that he can own women.
And you know what? If I sold my body, I would probably make enough money.
you could just sell feet pics.
Why aren't you doing that right now? Why aren't you
I,
retired?
I
OnlyFans.
should. I should. No, that sounds like too much work. I was thinking about maybe doing something suitable arrangements, but I
Mm,
never have time to actually look into it because, oh,
Life.
I
life.
don't know.
My
You
car
know, I
broke
try.
down today.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Oh, go ahead.
No,
I was
you
just gonna
guys.
say.
I've made your ears bleed. Your turn to talk.
Well, at least it's only my ears. But no comment. But I had a couple years where I was kind of in the lifestyle and dabbled in it and tried to date at the same time, and it was just a clusterfuck of a mess. And after a couple, 3 years, I just was like, this isn't really my thing, and I just kind of it was just more work than it was from a single male viewpoint, trying to be in the lifestyle without packing an incredible sausage is an incredibly frustrating experience. So,
Oh, I can
yeah,
only
well,
imagine.
I mean, here's the thing. Most of the women that are in the lifestyle, if they're with somebody or a partner, they've already got average at home, and what they're looking for is the better than average experience, Kansas City car wash, and
And you didn't have enough friends to bring on that road trip.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I used to always laugh about telling Clay about my first experience. I said, you never forget your first time with somebody else's wife and they're in the corner taking notes. I mean, you never forget that.
Right?
So,
Oops, so how did I just do that again? Sorry.
but
No, you don't forget.
yeah,
You don't forget a lot of things in that world. So, I think that as far as dating, like women, I I don't know. Most women that I know, I just kind of stay away from.
Why is that? What are they looking for other than
Oh
how
my
much
God,
money
I
the
would
guy
never
makes?
be a lesbian. They're exhausting. Oh well, what most women bitch about their husbands.
Of
Like
course.
like in a friendly way or just like
No,
if
like
he
whatever.
doesn't wake
Yeah,
up
like
tomorrow, I'll be happy.
whatever it is not enough. And I'm just like, I mean, hey, is he paying for your bills? So, because like, shut the fuck up.
But do they pay the bills or is it like a
Yeah,
fifty
most of
fifty?
them do. Most of them do. You have people that got married in our generation that are still married, and they're like 27 years married. And they've built this whole relationship, marriage, whatever. But then you have these girls that are our age, that are the ones that you guys are dating online, that have this delusion that's what they deserve. We're brought up in the Cinderella era, where you're waiting for the prince to fucking come and rescue you. Like
Oh, uh-oh.
it's
They're gonna be waiting a
Yeah.
while.
Uh-oh.
bullshit. It's bullshit, right? Like you have to, we're not, and I understand the whole like independence, raw, raw, raw thing too. But at the same time, if you were to tell me that I could stay home and feed my man and have sex all day long and have a clean house, I'd be like, fucking sign me up.
Fuck, I don't
No.
like men, but I kind of want that. Sit at home, have sex, eat food, and clean my house and get paid. Sounds like a way better deal than going to work every day.
I mean,
Totally.
Yeah.
oh, and
I,
you get to
I
go get a pedicure, and you go get your nails done, and your hair, and your lashes, and your lips, and all that other stupid shit you're doing on your fucking faces, ruining their bodies. Gorgeous women,
And it's all paid for.
and
sign
it's all
me
paid
up.
for. So this is why I cannot really hang out. I mean, a lot of the girls that I work with, are fine, but very exhausting. And I find that a lot of women are like, even in the lifestyle. I went out for coffee with the other day and she was talking to me about how it's hard for her. And I go, well, where are you? What kind of energy are you manifesting out there? Like, what are you looking for? And she was like, well, I'm really, into this guy right now. And we go into the LS, she says, but I'm monogamous when I'm in a relationship. What the fuck are you taking him around there for then? It's like putting kid in a candy store and telling him you can't have any.
So she's taking him to parties where there's people,
Sexy all over him,
but
talking to
he's
him.
not allowed to touch him because she wants monogamy.
Yes.
Why is
And
she
she's part
there?
of this world. What? That's what I said to her. Why are you there? Why are you here if you're
Josh,
monogamous?
think about it, Josh. You're dating that girl, and she takes you to one of these parties and tells you, "Oh yeah, we're just here to hang out, but you can't do anything." Do you get mad at her? Do you continue dating her?
Well, is she allowed to be touched and touching, and I'm
Or
not?
Well, that's up to you, Josh. Would she?
Well, I mean, if we were monogamous, we probably wouldn't be at one of those kind of parties.
Right. Well, you would think.
what if that's what she wanted?
I
Well,
would go
that's
and
what I said to her. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever that you would put a man in a situation where he is surrounded by naked, gorgeous women everywhere and men, and you tell him he can't have any, and this is the world you hang out in.
bunch of flirty people.
Of course. So and then get upset because they're being flirtatious. Like you can't, it makes no sense in my mind. I'm very open-minded.
Do you think she's testing him?
Who fucking knows?
Like it's just like a mind game?
Women just play these fucking mind games that I don't understand. Why don't you just fucking say what you mean? That's why I get along with men better. Because I could just straight and it's
I think we're all
99%
in
of the
love
time,
right now because we're all thinking the exact same thing. We're like, just say what you mean. Don't
just tell me what you fucking mean.
tell
Why
me
I
do you
like
what
what
have
I'm
to
tell me what you
hearing.
want.
dance around a circle? So I'm sorry you guys are struggling with online dating, but
Oh,
Kansas
I'm
is
not.
far away there, lover. Where Josh? Where are you?
I'm in Mission, British Columbia.
What?
Yeah,
Like my neighbor?
I'm your neighbor.
We need to hang out. What's up?
Let's hang out.
Clayton, you shut up over there.
I got lots of good weed we can smoke.
Well, my car broke down today. I might take you up on that.
Nice.
I was going
Might
to say
take
that
you
was
up
only
on
my second. That was only my second time in that neck of the woods in my entire life. So, when I met you, so
It's a wonderful
And
neck
you
of the
see,
woods.
oh, it
I
is.
live.
I mean,
If you're a
yeah,
fucking millionaire.
yeah. Well, I was sitting there contemplating what it would be like if I'd bought $20 of Bitcoin in 2008 and I'd have $60 million right now. That would that would be fucking nice, you know.
I still wouldn't move to the Vancouver area. I'd
No, no,
move
no. I
somewhere
probably wouldn't
even
either. But
better.
there's two things I'll always remember about Vancouver. The first of which is that's the first place I ever had sushi, and I mean actual sushi. Was in Vancouver, and it was right up the street from that steam clock. We've talked about this
Mm,
Yep,
Oh
before.
yeah,
Gastown.
Gastown.
Yeah. So it
Downtown.
was it was it was like five or six locations up in the corner, right up from that clock. And there was a sushi place I went to. That's the first place I ever had sushi, and it was delicious. So blame them for getting me hooked on sushi.
And the first
So
time you ever did a triple Dutch rudder with me and Josh.
no, it was triple anal.
No,
So
sorry. It was
You
such
guys,
a crazy night. I don't remember all of it.
You
thank you
wish.
for
no.
thank you for sharing, everyone.
No. And it was also
Who
the
was the
place that I
lucky
got.
lady or man?
No, no, it was the three of us.
It was just the
Oh
three of us.
shit!
Uh,
We wanted to love ourselves first.
All right,
no,
well,
and I got to walk through the aftermath of a riot because it was right after that Canucks game when we came back through there.
Oh,
So
oh, God.
Yeah. And we didn't know about what the fuck happened. We're like, what the fuck happened around here?
Pretty pretty
It's like,
sore pretty sore
yeah,
losers for somebody that endorses
yeah. Yeah. So
no
what
law.
happened was we came up right before that and we were in Vancouver for like a night and I had sushi then. And then we went up to Whistler and then we spent a night or whatever up in Whistler. We came back and the night that we were up in Whistler is when all the shit happened in Vancouver.
Oh my
And
God.
we're like, what the fuck happened here? Yeah.
Sports fans are so weird to me. They riot when they win and they riot when they lose. I don't understand the logic.
Or when
Well, they're
Axl
probably
Rose
right.
doesn't show up.
Yeah, true. Or yeah,
Probably
Well,
when
right.
Axl
being the
Rose
ones
doesn't
you've
show up,
been
they
to
riot.
European soccer games, Clay.
They'd probably right when they tied too, but we haven't had that happen yet. So
You've been to European soccer games, haven't you?
I haven't, but I was in Paris when they won the World Cup a couple years ago.
Did
And
they
that
have like
was
fires and shit like that
uh
everywhere?
there was a lot of police presence out there. It was
Yeah.
also their Independence Day weekend, so it was
Oh,
a double celebration, I guess, for the people of France.
what was it,
And
Bastille Day at the same time?
it was Bastille Day, and then the day
Uh-huh.
after that is the day they won the World Cup.
Oh,
oh
geez.
dear
And yeah, I
Lord.
was there with my 9-year-old daughter at the time, and we were on one of the metros, and just all this chanting and rumbling, and the train hadn't gone anywhere yet, and it was like you could tell it was like thousands of people running, and the train just fills up, and everybody's like shirtless, waving their things, they're all cheering. My kid is like, "What's happening?" It's like they're happy, kiddo, they're happy. And then we got out of the next stop because I didn't want to be trapped down there with hundreds of thousands of people. And it
Right.
was it was just bad up top, right? It was carloads of people with their trunks open and like 12 people hanging out of a vehicle, people on the hood, people cheering. It was fucking crazy to watch. And my kid is just like, this is pretty amazing. Like this is awesome. I go, yeah, let's just stay as far away from the crowds as we can, but you can watch from a distance, but you don't want to get
Yeah.
stuck in the middle of this shit.
Yep. I
And
agree.
yeah, nothing really too bad happened. There was a couple police dispatched not too far from where we were for some sort of a riot thing in a building, but other than that, Paris was pretty decent for that.
Not like Vancouver.
No.
No.
This is why we've never lost another Stanley Cup again. Oh, actually, that's not true. We lost to Boston afterwards, didn't we?
I don't know.
Yeah, and they rioted again.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they should
They
riot
did.
near Ottawa.
What's that?
They should riot near Ottawa.
Oh,
That's where a riot needs to
riot.
happen.
There's riots everywhere. So I'm sorry you guys have a hard time dating. Josh, we can date.
See?
Yeah,
There you
Everybody
go.
else are too far
Yeah,
away.
we can discuss
I'm not
that for
having I'm
sure.
not having a yeah, I'm not having a hard time dating. I'm not even trying, so
Oh,
I'm
that's
not like
good.
yeah, yeah. I shut my profile down, so because it was just a waste of time.
It
Just
is.
giving
It
up
is a waste
completely.
of time.
He
So
doesn't
I do that.
he doesn't need anyone. Charlie Ray can drive down the street and have an orgasm just by
That's kind of
thinking.
that's kind of hot.
Yeah, right? So he doesn't need people.
I want to be
Yeah,
able to do that.
yeah. I
Charlie,
want to be able
how
to.
do you
I
do
want to be
that?
able to do that more again.
You just make a sandwich and all of a sudden you start ejaculating right there. It's like, nice. Eat your turkey
Dry
sandwich.
ejaculating.
Oh, sorry, dry ejaculating.
Josh, do you experience this?
I wish. No, I don't. Never have.
It's through tantra breathing exercises
I have to
that
do things the
I've done.
old-fashioned way.
So
Uh-huh. I like the old-fashioned way, but I'm interested in what Charlie's talking about over there.
Yeah.
lots of attempts and studying and luck, I guess. I don't know. It's a practice. I mean, I've taken several. Well, not several. I've taken a couple, three, but I've taken different tantric
Mm.
massage
Mm-hmm.
training, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm a certified teacher. I did a month training in Tallinn, Estonia, and Mr. Clay came over and visited me in between the first part of the classes and the second part of the classes.
You
So
That's
did?
fun.
yeah, he got to experience the Christmas market.
Yeah. Well, you were learning to map a vagina. I was taking pictures of things that look like penises.
You know what? All of these things sound like a really good time to me.
It was pretty good.
No, I think most women enjoy a 3 hour massage, including multiple happy endings. So yeah, I would say so.
Well, why don't you start paying to do that? Can't you?
I'm charging to do that? Yes, I
Charging
do.
Yeah.
to do, I mean, charging to do that.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I, on the other hand, want to charge somebody $150 to come and clean my own house.
Well, you just need to get one of those guys that enjoys being like fin-domed and also likes to clean house, man. And you just need to have him clean your house and then pay
But
you for it.
Yeah,
I'll have, I'm not,
How awesome would that be?
I'm
He comes and
really,
cleans your house and then pays you $150 afterward. That's
I'm really
nice.
craving, alpha energy right now. I'm not sure what that has to do with my breakup or just kind of where I'm at with the moment, but I'm really craving like that really like manly
so you
man.
you don't want to get the guy who wears the toilet brush attachment on his gimp mask? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
So what she needs what I used to call myself there's this guy's website. I don't know if it's still up or not. It's called Dominant Soul, and he's a like a tantric dom, and so it's all about pleasure in his domination stuff, and
Hmm.
it's pretty cool stuff.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah,
So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Don't most women want a manly man? Like an
they
alpha?
say they do. They say they do.
Crazy. I think that depending on the woman, right? Like, so if you have women that are just, say what most women, do you find that most women that are out dating have been single for many years? Or do you find the most single women that have been out dating are like recently divorced looking for a new thing or friends with benefits? Like, what's actually happening out there with the world?
I see girls that are on there that were on there 7 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I
Uh,
see it's the same profile pictures and everything. It's like and then I'll swipe right, and then it'll be a little, hey, do you remember we chatted? Yeah, we chat for a bit. Then it's like, I don't want to talk to you, but I just want to see if it's not a dormant profile.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And yeah, there are a lot of them that haven't changed anything. Some are updated pictures, and they all say the same thing. Like they haven't changed what they're looking for.
Isn't there like a singles like meet and greet opportunity somewhere locally you guys could go to rather than like a online
Well,
situation?
I'm sure the other boys have that chance. I'm in
They,
a really
I
shitty
think there
part
was
of the
something like
world.
that recently in Maple Ridge, Josh. I don't know. Are you in? He was just saying that he's happy without dating anyways right now.
Well, I would be interested in something like that. It would just be finding the time. I am pretty busy. I got 3 kids and almost adult children, which takes up quite a bit of my time.
I understand this.
But it would be something I wouldn't be adverse to for sure.
Yeah, there was one event that just happened recently. One of my friends went to it. I don't know whether it was good or bad or not, whatever, but
Is it just a bunch of single people that gets put in a
yeah,
room
they
with
have
like
like a
alcohol and shit?
nightclub event. You pay tickets for it, so you would probably maybe go by yourself or go with a couple other single people or whatever. You buy
Yeah.
the tickets, you go, and they have like a dance club and like a meet and greet section and just like casual hangout, and just everybody happens to be single.
Hmm.
And then you look and 90% of the girls are the same ones that you're swiping left on all your dating apps. You're like, ah, fuck.
Yeah. Well, there is that chance, and then you have the like you know people like myself that completely hide off the internet.
You're smart.
So you have some women perhaps out there that are hiding from it. Like I don't go online. I don't, I'm not, I barely like to post. I don't even like people knowing what the fuck I'm doing, where I'm going. Last night, I went to an event called the Dust Covery. It's an event held by the Burning Man,
Oh yeah.
and it was so fun. And I was like, okay, well, 12 o'clock, I'm out of here. I'm going home. And I left. And it was just so nice to be able to be in that position. It wasn't like a big sex party. It was just a normal community love world. And Josh, you would meet people there, those kinds of things. There's lots of
Yeah.
things to do that are not like sex based. They're going to be just fun and putting yourself with the right people and the right opportunity at the right time with things that you enjoy.
Well, that's good because I'm not looking for any of that sort of swinger type
Well,
environment.
obviously, that's fair. It's not for
Yeah,
everyone.
not for me.
Josh, you should tell Lexi what your dream girl is like and what TV show it relates to.
I'm like a Little House on the Prairie type guy.
Oh dear Lord. Okay, so do you go to church?
I do not. No, I'm not religious at all.
Maybe you should start there.
No, that's
You'll
not
find,
Try
happening.
the
also
Amish.
huh?
Try the Amish community.
Well, oh my God. Well,
No, I
it would
do.
be, you would be able to find like when it comes to things like that. I know there's like lots of like gorgeous women that do like missions and stuff like that for churches. They're not necessarily like religious. They just volunteer to do like really cool things for people.
Yeah, I couldn't get into that world.
We have a
You know,
weird world out here where we have a lot of Hutterites or Amish type people living out on little colonies in the prairies.
Yeah.
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 And there is like a total influx of these people trying to leave that lifestyle and to get integrated into a different society, like regular society, not their own secluded society.
Well,
And
they
you
have
might
to.
find
Like,
a
how
lot of
much
really
longer are they
nice
gonna fucking do
ladies.
that for? Like, what year are we in? Are we for real?
yeah.
Yeah, that's a real thing out here.
I know, it's
I,
fucking
I,
insane.
And
I want to be the guy who's in charge of setting up their video profiles. Hilda here can churn a mean butter.
Oh my
She knows how
God.
to milk two cows at one time,
but
I
yeah,
would
Josh,
love
if you
that.
came out here for a
and
couple
she's
weeks,
popular with the farmers.
there's a lot of girls transferring their old lifestyle over to a new, more modern lifestyle. And
That's
there's
not
always
exactly what I meant, though. I'm like just more old-fashioned.
these girls would be
But
old
Some
fashioned.
but yeah, I was gonna say they're not necessarily looking to be all like crazy sexual. They
No,
just
no,
want to
no.
be able to like have electricity and like fucking not churn butter like
And want to
daily,
wear
you
clothes that
know?
have zippers and they like cell phones,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And they still want to have, a family and stuff. That doesn't mean they want to be like they're not going straight from the farm to OnlyFans. I mean,
And
come on. I mean,
and they
some
might
of them
want to
might.
have a family with somebody who they're not a distant cousin of,
Yeah,
because
that too.
these groups are interbred, right?
A lot of them, that's fucking fucked right up. Sorry.
Y-
That shit used to happen in like Eastern Greece, like in Europe. And it happens still to this day where the cousins get together and that's gross.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I,
yeah.
I,
I think we talked about this before. You know, in Iceland, they have a phone app so that you put your names in and it
so you know
tells
you're
you
not
how
related?
closely related you
Yeah.
are. Yeah. So, yeah. Because everybody on the island, if they're native born, they are all related. Everybody on the island is related. I mean, it might be seventh cousin, but you guys got to make sure you're not first cousin or whatever. You're like, did I see you at the reunion last week and
Oh
want a
my
bone?
God.
I always
Yeah.
wanted to be the guy that would go out to these colonies out here and be like, if you need fresh blood within your colony of babies, I volunteer as tribute to make love to all the ladies who want babies, just so they're
Great.
not having sex with their brothers or
Oh
cousins.
my God, that's just so nasty on so many levels.
Mr. Clay's like taking up the
Yeah, like, and
rifle,
I
and
guess you
the
can't like,
have rifle will travel, and on
Yeah.
his case, it's have stunt cock will visit.
It's like when Quagmire goes to the elementary school and every classroom has a baby that looks like him, like a kid that looks like him. That'd be
Uh,
fucking awesome. You
Well, I
go out
remember
to a
this
farm
one
to
where,
buy some corn and you're looking around, it's like, wow, three of these kids look like they could be mine. Oh, they probably are.
yeah,
oh my God, that's
one of them's got a tattoo of a churn on his arm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm
I'm
representing
actually
the
looking
farm.
I want a new tattoo too.
Hmm.
I'm fortunate. I just got my latest one like 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
What'd you get?
On my leg, I got Maleficent from Disney,
Nice.
next to Scar from
Okay.
Disney by the same
Yeah.
artist. Did both, and she used the green smoke from Maleficent to blend it into the green smoke that she had around Scar.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
He's
And
gonna show us.
that
Oh yeah.
sounds, let me see.
Nice.
I can't see you.
You can't see it.
You gotta start
Show
talking, I think, Clay.
what?
show me some
Oh,
clay.
Oh, it's
you
all
had
done.
you
Sorry.
had to talk while you showed, or else it didn't have
Really?
your camera face up at the time.
Really? You guys didn't
'Cause
see anything?
we
I
did,
No.
but
did.
she's
Oh,
using a cell phone, right?
oh, I'll send it later.
Okay, he'll send it to me privately.
That's
Wink,
right.
He's gonna send her a private
wink,
photo.
wink, nudge, nudge.
I would never do that. That's dirty.
You're so dirty.
What's
What?
wrong with dirty?
Absolutely
Fine. The
nothing.
secret is out.
Yeah, I mean, there was, there'd be several parties that I've been to that were like adult parties, and I'd just be standing around talking while somebody I don't know is having sex over in the corner. I mean, it's like,
You just grab your
That's
phone and you're doing some
normal.
spreadsheets from work and drinking a coffee while
Yeah,
you look over and
yeah.
some girl's getting
I sit
railed.
over. I start doing somebody's taxes while I'm watching somebody getting taken out. Yeah,
No, multitasking, man. That's not a bad thing.
yeah,
Kind of hot.
yeah.
Sure. Hot way to do the taxes. I
I'd say
mean,
that that's a
taxes would be pretty.
deduction.
And you're also going to get a bunch of people that are going to reach out and be like, "Oh, hey, Charlie Ray, do you mind taking a look at my finances? Do my taxes as
Oh
well?"
yeah,
That's how
yeah.
you
I
get
don't
more
know.
clients.
I want an Olympic event where you're trying to do like normal everyday things while getting a blowjob at the same time.
Well, they
Try
already
to.
have a game show in Japan on that.
Oh,
Like
I
what?
figured
What
they
kind of
did.
things would you want to do that we want to like tell me these things?
I don't know. I mean, I tried to help. This is another story I've told on another episode about working at a gas station, and I had somebody who was underneath the desk that was blowing me when somebody was coming in to pay for their gas, and I had to not fucking give away the fact that I'm getting a blowjob in the office. So that was interesting.
That really makes me miss that road trip I took out to visit you when you worked at that gas station.
Well,
Oh, now we know what
I wasn't
happened.
going to give you head at the gas station.
No,
No,
Clay was giving you head.
no homo.
No
That's
homo.
that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Long, long time ago.
Yeah, I was 19,
I
so it was a
never would have
long,
quit that
long time
job.
ago.
That would have been the best job on earth. Wait,
Oh,
Literally
I
lifetime.
can
I
I
don't know.
didn't
get
quit.
blowjobs
I got fired.
Oh no, you got busted?
from getting
No, not
blowjobs?
for that. I got fired for being late all the time.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was not a good employee at 19, 20 years old.
I'm sorry.
I would have
That's
treated that
okay.
like the best job on earth.
Well, I wasn't getting this like all the time. It was just, she couldn't pay for her gas and well.
Damn you.
It's a good way. It's a good way to pay for gas.
I'll have
Yeah.
to take your word for it. I think I would rather pay for gas though, honestly.
She I said she said she wanted gas and I said cash or cash or ass. So well,
You
wasn't
see,
asked, but
Josh, you wouldn't do that, right? If you ran out of gas and you had no money, you're the guy that wouldn't take a load from a horse for under
Me?
$5,000.
no, I would
I,
not.
I I would not do anything like that.
Yeah, me neither.
she just
You
hit
know
over the
what's
head with the
really
pipe.
interesting is because I'm so sexually open, I think that sometimes when I do, like, I don't ever tell people about it, but I think people aren't stupid either, because I'm very outgoing. But I sometimes wonder, like, if men, how do I know that men aren't judgmental with my stories and what I
Uh,
do as a woman,
Hmm.
being a
I'm not.
slutty
I've
ho,
known.
slutty ho, Josh?
yeah, I don't judge.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm more
Like, does
inclined
I
to
that
don't know.
if I had three thumbs, I'd give you three thumbs up. That's my judgment. Good job. If I had another
Where,
thumb, I'd give it to you. Two's not
where
enough.
did where did Georgie put that extra thumb in that rhyme again?
because sometimes you wonder, like, because sometimes too, like, don't, as a woman, when I am ready to settle down, well, and I think it's going to happen sooner than later. I don't think I'm going to this is not a forever thing. I don't think, but, or does it have to be? I don't know if there's a right or wrong way about being open sexually. You know what I mean? But regardless, if I meet the right person, I'm not even there. Are you there? Not
Am I
Right
there.
where?
person? No, no, I've had the right person. That didn't work out. So I think forever I'm not looking for the right person because
How
it
do you
won't
know
work
that that
out.
was the right person though?
Bingo.
True.
I've already been married and divorced twice. I'm not sure on number three. I mean, I might
Oh
like
my God, I've never
qual.
been married more than once. Once was enough.
Um,
Once was
yeah.
enough.
Once
Well,
was
that's what I
enough.
said too. And then I thought I'd found the one, and I found out that when I found the one, it meant the one that was going to permanently destroy my life. But
Oh,
And it
little did I
worked.
know. Yeah.
I thought the last guy I was with, I was going to marry. And, we were together for 6 years and he was quite monogamous. He wasn't interested in sharing or being in an open relationship or any of those things. I had no problem with that.
yeah.
But at the same time, he had no problem being with other women,
Huh.
with me, of
Oh,
course.
No. Well,
I
yeah.
see.
But
Like
did he had the one? Did he have the one penis policy?
what's that?
Did he have the one penis policy, meaning he was the only penis involved in the room?
He was the only penis in the room. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he was the only
Yeah.
penis in the room, and then that went on for years. And of course, then you start. There was like no, I'm just talking as a woman. Like for me, it was like there was no me and him. Like he wouldn't spend like $5 to like go out, and you know what? I don't need a lot. I'm not high maintenance. This is where I'm a little bit different than some women. Like take me out, fucking put me at the back of the truck. Open up the gate. Let's look at the stars. Grab a bag of chips. Let's smoke a joint and move on. Like it doesn't have to be a spectacle every time that I'm
I
gonna
can do
fucking,
that. I can do that.
you know what I mean? Like I don't. That's sort of like simple, more enjoying the moments I for myself personally, and that whole 6 years of relationship, kind of went out the window because his perspective of money and how I was attached to it. And it wasn't because he was helping me, it was because he had to, it was like no other choice. And it was
Mm.
costing him. It wasn't a lot of money. It felt like that became priority to him. So there was no going out. There was no the flowers, the I
The
would
bit
get
of
like
romance.
spontaneous flowers, and I love that. I love getting flowers for no fucking reason.
Did that stuff happen prior to the relationship?
So
Like
the
when you were
where it
dating?
started it was always like this at the beginning. What's mine is mine and what's yours is yours. It was half and half, and that was that. At the very beginning, I was okay with it. And then what ended up happening when COVID happened, I lost everything. He was like, come to me. We're going to rebuild new foundation. Just come and work out here. It'll be cheaper. Great. I asked the kids. The kids were fine. I packed them up. I moved. Now I'm in a new city, no clients, no job, no income, and I got 2,000 bucks coming in from the government. And my rent is 1,500.
Perfect.
Not good.
You don't need food,
Okay.
right?
Pardon? Right. Yeah, I don't need.
Hmm.
So it already had started at the beginning with like half the groceries, half the this, half the that. And I was always constantly chasing, chasing, chasing. And then I would say about 1 year after we moved in together, my daughter was struggling with some mental health. And I said, I would like to put her in the bigger room downstairs so she can have her own bathroom. And because I was using more circumference of the house, I was charged $276 more a month rent. He was making 100,000, and at that time I was making 32.
Were you building that blanket?
Okay.
So at that
I
time I was like, so that's what it all started. My daughter already, like all of a sudden, overnight, she hated him. She was her father, just like every other man that fucking let her down, make her mom. All she saw was her mom suffering from that point forward.
Hmm.
So it became very toxic and really hard to be around both of them. And then I didn't was so clueless about the whole thing. I was just kind of like, what's the problem? I don't understand. It's not his job to save me. And then maybe it did take me 6 years to realize maybe I wanted to be with a man that just said, you know what, babe, I fucking got you one time. Just once. Take a fucking breather. You're working 100 hours. I
That
got you.
doesn't seem like
Give me
you're
what you
asking
can.
for a lot.
What's that?
It doesn't seem like you're asking for a lot.
Well, this is kind of where I didn't, you know, um, realize how bad it's become with between men and women when it comes to that stuff. Because when I'm cooking for everybody. Everyone's going to eat on the table. And you know what? In fact, most of the time, the neighbors are going to fucking eat too. He was a different upbringing where it was just me, enough carrots for the four of us, and that's that. Don't,
Yeah.
done.
uh, I mean, I was kind of an asshole, but even I wasn't that much of an asshole.
Well, this is the
So,
thing, right? So then you kind of go through this stuff, and then
I
it's
mean,
kind of like, well, fuck all of you. Take your toothbrush, get the fuck out, give me what I need, get out. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it sucks because I know it won't last forever, but I absolutely will not get serious with another man ever. I have to be completely 100% responsible for myself.
Yeah.
And I'm not there yet. So I'm definitely not in a place where I need a man. I have to fix my financial situation first, and then he can be with me for whatever my situation is, but not because I need money. Unless it's a sugar daddy, of course, because I wouldn't mind that, but that's different.
I'm telling you, you could make some bank off.
My feet are pretty, but my boobs are better.
Well, then you could definitely make money off of
Why
that.
would anybody pay for feet when they can see boobs?
I already said I was going to open up my own Hooters restaurant, but it's going to be a breakfast place, and it's going to be called Bitches and Biscuits.
That would go over well here in British Columbia. Just saying. Oh yeah, everybody would
Would
be.
it? I don't
We
know.
would be
It
lined up
sounds
out
it's
the
more of
door
a
out
southern
here.
thing. Oh, they got bitches and biscuits. Hold on, I don't know what accent that was. I have no
Uh,
idea. But yeah, I'm sure you could make more than enough money to show the feet off in some boobage. When you put some boobs next to feet, that
right?
might be amazing right
All right,
there.
well maybe
Do,
we'll
do,
do that.
do you think
I
if
don't
I
know.
waxed the hair off
Yeah.
my feet, I could paint my nails and sell my feet pics?
No, babe.
God damn it.
I think you should wax your balls and put them in a.
Charlie Ray, you want me to wax my balls?
I'll wax your balls.
You should wax your balls,
Oh,
and then we'll put them in a
Mm.
gerbil cage, like the dick in a box thing, and then we'll just tell people that they're hairless gerbils, and that's like we'll put like a
okay.
cam on them.
You know what? Boys are fucking weird.
There seems like a lot of work for me here.
I know,
True.
and I love it. I love it.
So could we
Yeah.
say pet the
Yeah,
gerbil and
I don't
somebody will
know.
just open the box and like rub one of my shorn scrotum and then I would make money from that? Who's gonna pay for that?
Nobody.
See,
You
that's what
know,
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Charlie Ray's like, this is a huge idea for you, but I don't think it's about me making money. I think it's about you shaving my balls and petting them. That's what I think
Maybe
it's
that's
about.
what this is about.
listen. Next time you come into town, come and see me. I will wax your balls happily for you. No, no problem. If
I'm not sure about that. That sounds painful. I've
So,
got like some 2 inch hairs down there. I don't.
I'm pretty clean as it is from hole to wang tip. Like it's pretty shorn,
I'm
but
sure you're gonna.
I don't wax. I'm just waiting for that, moment where somebody shows up at my door and like, hey, let's fuck. I'm like, sweet, I'm waxed. But it's a lot of work to maintain when you're not getting that.
Uh,
Does that happen?
No,
yeah,
that's what's a lot of work for nothing.
I don't know. I've gone au naturel since I left the lifestyle many years back. I trimmed a couple times, but I think it's been God, how long has it been? It's been over a year since I've seen a vagina live
All
in
right.
front of
So
me,
you
so
need to
it's
get.
been a while.
Yeah, you need to get rid of your hairy forest, and B, find a vagina immediately.
Step one, step two.
No, no, no. I told you, I'm not trying to date right now. I've retired my Johnson for the immediate time period.
Good for you.
He's just chilling like the Cheshire cat on top of one of
With a
those
big
big
grin.
toadstools. That's all he's doing with a big grin
Nothing
and
wrong with
high
that.
as fuck.
Wait, do I get waxed in a studio kind of place, or do I like show up at your house and do it?
Me?
Yeah. Well, I don't think these
Where,
guys are waxing me.
wherever you want.
Like, do you have like a portable kit you just bring to wax,
I
or is
have the
No.
wax at home and strips. I got everything I need here.
yeah.
But I would
Yeah, she's
never. I've been
fair.
asked to. Men, okay. Another thing when you do go get waxed, it's not a fucking rub and tug. It's a wax.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys,
Oh,
oh no, I've had
why would I
guys come and
expect
show
that?
up with their like lace tights, their lace little clippings, their fishnets. Some guys are stroking it before I come into the room to make sure they're hard.
Well,
Just no.
for a wax?
hmm
Weird.
That's a little weird.
Well, I've had to kick them out. I've had to make sure people don't come back because that's all you can do.
You've never done a rub and tug for any of them, even like a super hot
Never
guy?
in my entire life, and never would I
Because if
know.
you open that floodgate, it's just going to be lineups of fucking dudes thinking that that's what it is.
That would be awesome. I'd rather do that all day long, to be honest with you. It, I think I would just have a lot of happy customers.
Meeting a woman who's actually really good at a rub and tug would be a great
Yeah, no, I
experience
don't feel
because
I'm
a
really
lot
good
of
at
them
that. I
aren't.
gotta be honest.
So,
But whatever. Keep practicing.
well, coconut oil helps.
Keep practicing is what I say.
Yeah. Practice.
You'll get there, champ.
I don't know. It's like I've told people before when I have struggled to try to find a woman to get a good tantric massage from, and most of them that say that they've studied tantra massage, they really haven't. and then they just want to basically give you a massage and then do a rub and tug at the end. And I'm like, that's not what I'm here for. I can orgasm multiple times without you even touching me there. I just want a good tantric massage, you know. And and it's hard to find somebody who's actually trained on how to do that properly because it's really all about energy. It's not even about touching that area. Now, I'm not saying that that area being touched can't accentuate it and make it even more pleasurable because I don't. She's never heard like she's never. You've never heard my story about having 10 orgasms like in an hour before, right? I don't
Me?
think you've ever heard that.
Oh
No.
no, but keep talking dirty to me there.
uh,
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. You can't just threaten me with
Anyway,
a good time.
I've told I've told this story before that what the first I'd done Reiki training and then I went to the Czech Republic to do a tantra massage course. It's like a 10 day course in the Czech Republic and we learned these techniques, these breathing techniques. It's called the big draw technique. That's what they called it at least. And it's a technique about how to move your own energy around, how to breathe, how to do certain techniques to be able to give yourself an orgasm. And it took me quite a while because the first time I tried it, it didn't really do much for me. But throughout the week, I got better at it. And during the last massage, we had like a final, right? Like our last final before the graduation day. And so we each had a partner, and we would. I would give them, they would give a massage, you'd give a massage, one of the two would go first. And during my massage, uh, it's great. It's a great memory. I got to admit that. I mean, I've told this story a couple times. Clay's probably heard it at least two or three times. But basically, she got to the point um, that during the end, when I was doing my breathing techniques, and she was touching me and slowly caressing me in a nice manner, that I had a huge energetic massage. I mean, orgasm. And so this happened like three times, about like every 5 minutes. And I kept thinking, okay, she's got to be bored, she's tired, or whatever. I mean, it's like three's a lot. I'm good, and I shouldn't expect more than that. And and I looked down to her, and she's just smiling like a cat that swallowed the canary because she's just having a blast. And she leaned over to me and she said, "Do you want to stop, or do you want to see how many you can have?" Well, I'm up for a good challenge, so we kept going from there. And it was like, how many did I say it was, Clay? It was like 8 or 9. I don't know. It was a lot. It was, I thought it was 10. I thought it was 10, at
Pretty
least
rad.
9. And so
That's pretty rad. It's a
it
good
is. It
experience.
was. I was on another planet. Yeah. And I told my teacher about it later. He didn't believe that I had that many orgasms. So I'm like,
Right.
well, I'm
I
pretty
think I
sure how
know how
many
it
I had.
feels.
I was there, you know. Yeah. Yeah. And I could have had more, but I literally was like the last one I had, I was like locked up for like 3 minutes. I couldn't move because I was just like, I'm like, I need some Gatorade. I need some shit because this is just overwhelming. And then my roommates, because we all like shared like three or four people to a room, were like, yeah, we could tell whenever you have an orgasm because
Oh
we'd
my
hear you
God,
yell fuck
hilarious.
all the way across the room. They're to my, I like, fuck.
That's
Outstanding.
hilarious.
They need like a soccer mom there who brings in orange slices so you can get some energy.
I don't, my kids, I don't think my kids have ever even, okay, that's not true. When I was with, they might have, I consciously made decisions to not try to be loud. So I never wanted my kids to hear me. So I always had that struggle. I don't know if that's a woman thing or
Yeah.
what, but I was just like, shh, shh, shh. Kids are here. Shh. No
I
naughty girl around the kids. Shh.
I try not to do any of that stuff with my kids home.
I was with this one girl once that that was in the lifestyle, and she was like, "Yeah, I wanted to have sex." She's like, "I like having sex with other people other than my boyfriend because he's just like super quiet. He like makes no noise while he's having sex, and I'm kind of loud." So, and she was like, "Yeah, I love that. I want to hear you have an orgasm."
Perfect. Let's go.
No problem.
Do you do that thing that I do? And when I orgasm, I punch the woman in the face as
So,
hard as I can. Do you do that, Charlie Ray?
I thought it was when you cried.
But whatever. I mean, you don't do that?
Hilarious. So this is what I'm gonna do. Do you have boys have any more questions for me
Yeah.
as a girl? Anything else I can partake in this conversation before I go put my butt back on that couch and watch a movie?
Oh, what are you watching?
Well, I'm into all the Mission Impossibles right now.
Oh,
Excellent.
nice.
And yeah, yes, yeah, I like those. I like Mission
You see,
Impossible. I like all those London is Falling, Olympus is
oh,
Falling, John Wick. I like all the Avengers.
Hell yeah.
I will not, you will never catch me dead watching a romantic movie.
I thought.
The most romantic movie I've ever watched was He's Just Not That Into You
Uh,
because I didn't realize I was just a needy woman wanting a guy to want me that had no fucking interest in me whatsoever. And some girl went, "You need to watch this movie."
I was going to say I don't know if I've seen Mission Impossible, but I think I've seen Missionary Impossible. I think it was a parody
Wow.
Oh, that's fantastic.
by Seymour
My
Butts.
favorite Mission Impossible
No.
is the one in Dubai,
Hmm.
Ghost Protocol.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like that one too, the best.
Fucking
I
love
haven't
that
seen
one.
that one
Hmm.
yet. The last one?
Yeah,
No,
that
no, Ghost
was
No,
good.
it's
Protocol is like way before the last one.
yeah, it's like number 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
I
the
have
last
not
one.
seen the last one. No.
And then I sometimes watch the Kingsman. I like that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are good.
I love the Kingsman. My favorite part about the movie is when she's like, "If you save the world and you come back, I'll let you put it in my asshole."
Be right back. I would not want to miss that opportunity either.
Yeah, no,
Why do you
that
think
fired
girls
up
aren't
his
into that?
skills right there.
I find that a lot of men say that girls aren't.
I don't know. Myself personally, I've never done it, and it's never
All
been
right.
something I've really deeply desired to do. Although, I mean, I've played around with the
Josh?
girls behind, but
No,
not
I've
like
never been
that way.
interested in it either.
Okay. Clay?
I've done it a couple times. Let me phrase that. I've done it with a
Yeah.
couple people many, many times, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I find it's a finishing move because you I like to go to the hole and the mouth and then just it's I like to
Yeah, yeah,
play
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yes.
can't play from back door to mouth. It's not
No,
a
well,
thing.
that's actually against the rules.
Yeah, so the back door I find is a finishing move.
You can't go in my mouth or anywhere else after that.
Yeah, so once she finishes, then I get to finish, and if I get the back door finish, I'm okay with that.
All right, all right.
But I don't prefer it. I don't prefer it. Like
And
it's
then you're
not something
finished.
Yeah,
I
there's no like, oh my God. Because there's some guys out there like, oh, she doesn't do anal. It's like, fuck, shut
well,
up.
then you should tell him like, well, why don't we do anal with you first? Here you go.
Well,
I'm
Hey,
gonna
some
strap it
guys are
on
different.
with a strap on the size of your dick, and I'm gonna do you first.
First of all, I don't think I remember the last time I was with a man who would be upset because I didn't give him anal. Like I think most guys just ask now. They'll just be like, "Is this something you're into, or do we just bypass that whole thing?"
That's my opening move. I meet them at like Starbucks for like a coffee on a first date, and the first thing I do is like, hey, so ass play, what's up?
No, I was gonna say. I mean, my experience with it is like I like it. I like if I'm going down on somebody and I can use the other finger to just kind of have a little fun back there. That works. Yeah, a little extra sensation.
And then a lot of women think that once you start dating them, they're like I said, they've already married you, and they get disappointed when you're not the Ryan Reynolds in their mind.
How do you become the Ryan Reynolds?
in their mind.
I think that a lot of women are looking to be cared for, taken care of, I should say, not cared for. That's different, which
Are
I don't
they?
understand because again, the worst thing you can do to me is put me at a table full of women. They're gonna bitch about their husbands. And I will have one that's gonna be like, okay, baby, I got this. Fucking shut up.
Now I feel like I'm disappointing them because I just want someone I can fuck like 12 hours a week and then go for dinners and watch TV and
Oh,
chat about shit.
oh,
Is that a terrible thing to look for?
oh my God, that sounds like fucking marvelous. You know what, Clay? When we get the opportunity to hang out, we will do all those things.
Perfect. I like Greek food.
I
Yeah.
like chips and chocolate.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Chips
All
dipped
right.
in chocolate. Oh, hey Lexi, I know you have a question for me and it was how much I make a year, but before you ask that, I'm gonna ask you, are you cool with anal?
Yeah, I like anal.
Okay. My pay
I have to be in the
fluctuates,
mood for it.
so
If I'm like having like what?
my pay fluctuates being a business
Oh,
owner, so I'm sorry I can't give you an answer as to what I make. let's just say I make enough to go on 2 sweet vacations a year, and I'm never hungry.
Good for you. And
That's
that's
a
exactly what you should be.
that's what I like.
Yeah, you do. Fucking sexy.
Yeah,
You guys
thanks.
are all sexy. Thank you for chatting with me tonight.
Nice to see you again.
It was nice to see you. Josh,
Hmm.
we're living close together. We should get together for some beer. I will
Oh,
promise
good
I
to
won't
see
rape
you.
you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
You just have to say yes, Josh, and it isn't rape. Okay?
That's true. You can't rape the willing.
Yeah.
Josh, I promise
That's
I
right.
won't rape you. Get Clayton to give you my number. We'll get together. We'll go have some beer. We're
Okay,
neighbors. That's ridiculous. Okay. What?
okay. Yeah, really nice to see you again,
Yeah.
Lexi.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice
Nice
to see
chat.
you. Thanks, my love. We'll keep in chat. We'll keep in touch, okay?
Yeah, try, dude.
Okay, good night, boys.
Night.
What do you think Charlie Ray's doing?
I don't know.
What if he's having an orgasm?
He would have just had it right there in his chair.
But then we went for it. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just asked Josh, I go, what do you think
Did she
Charlie
leave
Ray's
us?
doing? He's like, I don't know. I go, do you think he's having an
Damn it.
orgasm? He's like, no, he just would have done it right there. I was like, no, he didn't have one. Because we would have heard, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
No, I had a Charlie horse a while ago.
Well, that
No, after I
happens as
drink one
older
of
you
these,
get.
I
It
I
sucks.
I have the bladder of a small child apparently. You know what really sucks now is that now it goes from like I'm fine to like I gotta go.
I've got this thing now where I like when I tell my kids, hey, go pee before bed. Now I make sure I do it just so I don't feel pain in the middle of the night, wake up, have to pee. Even though I've never really had to wake up in the middle of the night to pee. It's not a thing
Me,
that,
me neither.
right? But I don't want it to happen.
I would love to be able to
Really?
go a
Wow.
night without waking up and peeing. Usually it's 2 or 3 times a night, so
I
it
only get
sucks.
5 hours sleep, so I figured my
Exactly.
bladder can probably
I
hold it
am
for
never
five
rested
hours.
Oh, I can sleep
ever.
for 8 hours.
Dude, I used to be able to, oh my God, I used to be able to drink so much, go to bed, sleep through the whole night, no problem. And here's the thing, when I get up and pee, it ain't even that much I gotta pee.
I don't know
It's
what
just
to
I
tell
gotta
you.
get up and pee.
Do you guys sit down
Like,
to
what the
pee?
fuck?
In the middle of the night, I do. I don't want to splash everywhere.
Yeah, I never do.
I
I always
probably
stand.
should, but
No,
it's hard
not
for
in the
me to
middle of the
motivate
night.
myself to do that. I don't know. Yeah, the thing is though, they say that peeing right into the water is like literally the worst thing you can do. It splashes pee everywhere. So I try to angle it off the side, but in
Yeah,
the middle of the
that's what I
night,
want
that's
to
kind of
avoid
hard to do
cleaning that shit up or that
without
piss
like
up, I
peeing
guess.
on the floor.
Piss.
I really just want to have a urinal. I really just want to go stick my dick like in a tube so it doesn't splash anywhere and it just fucking just pee in a tube.
There you go.
Why don't I just sit side of my bed and pee in a jug?
And
I mean, I
I
might as
mean, you have
That's
well.
a slippery slope, man. Don't do that.
right? I wouldn't need that. I'm cool if like a water bottle where you like pull the top and the water sprays out the tip. I'm fine with that. My wang fits in there.
I can use a juice box with a
That's right.
straw.
Yeah. Wait, you guys can't? Oh fuck.
Pretty fun.
I need at least a wide mouth Gatorade bottle.
Oh, you guys are so lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, those are great.
Or try and avoid peeing in vehicles and in the middle of the night in a funnel. Let's just pee like normal people.
In a washroom?
Ah, let's try that.
I don't like washrooms.
I like the cranberry juice bottle.
Yeah. Or behind a tree is my favorite place.
In front of a tree.
Behind.
Well, I mean,
So
I guess
no,
it's still in front, isn't it? Depending on which
Yeah.
side you're looking at.
well, as long as your dick's facing the tree, I guess.
Yeah. You're leaning up against it, like you're posing for a picture and you're just peeing away from the tree.
I just lean my forehead against the tree and away we go.
I was on a road trip. The most fun I had, it was the middle of the day. I was out in like rural nowhere. There was nowhere to stop. So I just stopped the car in the middle of the road, just got out and just literally peed right there on
Yep.
the yellow line in the middle. There was just nothing. I mean, there's like houses way down. There was no cars around. I'm like, fuck it. I just whipped my dick out and just peed right there in the middle of the highway. And that was the weirdest feeling, but the funnest
So
feeling
freeing.
ever. Just to just fucking stand out in the middle of there and just like, yeah. Us men are simple creatures. I'm a very simple creature. I
Yep.
had to pee. I couldn't find a place. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just stopping right here in the middle of the road and peeing. I mean, there's been several times like if I'm on a road trip, especially in the like at night, and nothing's open or it's too far away to the next stop, I'll just pull off on an exit ramp if it's in the middle of nowhere, and I'll go over to get back on the highway, and I'll just park right there and hop out and just pee right
Yeah.
there, just in the grass. Don't matter, nothing's around. There's nobody. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning, you know.
Welcome to
Like
being a
fuck it,
guy.
fuck it. I don't give a shit. The problems of having a small bladder at my age.
But then you can get feet pics and make money.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about that.
But then you have to deal with men.
There is that.
Yeah.
No winning.
We have to deal with women. We have to deal with women, and we don't get paid for it. So I mean, nobody's just coming along and saying, "Hey, beautiful, let me buy you dinner."
No. Yeah. Where are we going?
I
Let's
don't give a
go.
fuck who it is. They come up and say, "Hey, beautiful, and buy me dinner." Okay, they're daddy wants a beer and a lobster. I'm all.
And you got to put out.
A silent hand job?
No, those are the good ones.
Yeah.
Those pass the time in a healthy way.
Oh my God, that woman that wanted me to have sex with her because her boyfriend wouldn't make any noise. She's like, "Oh yeah, he fucks the shit out of me," but
I'm gonna give you the best 3.5 minutes of your life, baby. You're gonna love this.
oh, works for me. That
Oh,
was
lucky.
the first time I had sex with a black girl.
Can we
So,
can we say that? Is that a thing that we can talk about? Is that a
yeah.
I've
that,
had
I
I've
don't know,
had
is that a,
sex with a black girl.
sorry, you said you
I don't know. I mean, talk about a how.
Oh, nice. I've only had sex with one black
I've had
girl.
sex. I've had
oh,
sex with two
feel so
black
left
girls.
out.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that
I
I'm
enjoyed it.
for or not for it. I mean, it was both of them. Yeah, exactly. I enjoyed it. I don't think, although obviously people make a go of it, it's really probably a long-term dating
Hmm.
strategy for me because I don't think culturally we're gonna connect very well. So at least down here in the United
It's
States, I
fine
don't know
here.
how it
Totally
is
People
fine
are
here.
out here, people
in
are
another
people.
country when dating a
No
black
big
girl.
deal.
Maybe there's yeah. Yeah, I mean, people are people, but down here things
Yeah,
are
we
very
try
identity
and
charged,
not
so it
have
can
that.
be
Try to out here.
can be
I never had an issue.
challenging. Yeah. Oh, in this case, both the times I had sex with a black girl, it was in the
But would you date
lifestyle,
them?
so it wasn't like I was going to date them. It was just sex.
Yeah.
Those two in particular, no, no. Although if the girl, the one that was like she was actually mixed, I
Fucking
would have
women.
probably dated her if she
Relationships.
wasn't, obviously in a relationship. She
Fuck is
was
that?
very cute. So, it don't matter. Like I told you, these are all just good memories, and
Well,
I've retired my Peter, so it's all right. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
you'll be
He's
back.
he's he's happily relaxing and being retired with no expectations. Maybe if I retire in the next
Poor
five to
guy.
10 years and I'm in Japan and some beautiful young Japanese
If he's
girl
buying you dinner,
wants to,
right? We already said you
He's
would.
paying for
well,
everything.
that's for you, Mr. Clay.
Can we say that? Is that a thing?
Oh, you're so beautiful. Let me buy you dinner.
What
I
to hear?
We could bring it back, right?
don't know, maybe.
Yeah, edit
Really?
that last bit out.
Why? We made a
I'm just
joke about it.
joking. I'm just joking.
Why they
Yeah,
named it?
we
Yeah.
talked about that in
Yeah.
that other episode about the
That was funny when she said Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, right? Because
We were just
I
talking
know,
about
I
that
fucking just die laughing. And I heard somebody else say that down here
everywhere.
somewhere. I'm like, I've never noticed this before.
And he touched me in the no-no spot.
Bob's not my uncle, it was Lonnie.
yeah, it's so weird when something like that
Showed me on the
happens because she
dog where he
had no
touched you.
idea that we were
No.
talking about Bob's your uncle. And it's not a phrase I've heard one guy in my entire life say it. And he said it quite a bit, but other than that, I've never heard anybody actually use it in a
I
sentence.
have. I say it all the time.
Yeah, the sheer irony of that happening was just awesome.
I think it should be the name of the episode.
Bob's
Bob's
your
your
uncle?
uncle. Yeah.
Well, we usually discuss it near the end of the episode, so this would be perfect because this
Bob's
is
your
the end of
uncle?
the episode, and we've just
Yeah,
discussed what the title should be.
Well, Bob's your uncle.
that's right. There you go. Well, I'm sorry I missed the first part of this episode. I'll have to listen to it
Josh and I
when it's
talked
put
for like
out.
10 minutes before that. We were just chit-chatting about life and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember what we talked about. Maybe movies.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I didn't know you had any questions. She's fun.
Mm,
You guys have fun up there
It's
in
all right.
Canada.
Canada's
I'll be
okay.
all lonely here
Yeah,
in
Clay's gonna
Kansas
give me her
City.
number and I'll give her a call.
So
There we go. You just call her up.
It's me, Bob.
Hey,
just
I'm
call
your
her up
hey,
and go,
uncle.
hey, Bob's your uncle. Let's be Bob. Want to make that family tree fork a little bit?
it's that awkward pause time.
Uh,
Awkward pause.
so
Well,
anyway, yeah, awkward pause. How do you want to end this episode? Awkward pause or shameless flirting?
it's not gonna
Awkward
go over
pause.
well. Oh, no
No.
doubt.
I I feel so jealous of Craig Ferguson. Oh my God. The guy was like
Night
And he's got
after
a
night.
married
Scottish
with a
accent
hot
and he's
wife and
rich.
then he was like flirting with all these hot women. I have you seen the one where he was talking to
Baccarin.
what's her name? The girl that's Deadpool's wife, Marina Baccarin or yeah. And she's talking about some movie. She's like, so I had my face down in her privacy. It's like slower. And he's like, she was like, right. She's like, I was right in it, and it's kind of scary up front or like that. And he's like, yeah, it's like that for a lot of us, but you grow to love them. I was like, fuck.
It's coming back.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
classic
Everything's
stuff
gonna
right
change.
there. I think he was smart. He retired at the time when he needed to retire before he would have got canceled for, because women. Oh, he flirted with her.
Could it have been an out of shape, ugly woman?
I would bet you it's a woman who's never been flirted with.
Yeah, and she's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, how dare he be attractive and charming and make that other girl laugh? I want to
How dare
laugh.
she have beautifully shaved, waxed legs and a fucking short dress on?
Yeah.
Hell, shit. Sometimes I have a short dress on and beautifully waxed legs and I don't get flirted with.
If you waxed your legs, you'd get a few takers, I'm sure.
I don't know. Living in the
I don't
prairies, there's
know.
a lot of cowboys here, unless they're closeted, Brokeback Mountain types.
They all are.
I don't know. I miss the days I miss the days and evenings of having a girl and I would just give her multiple orgasms over and over again until she begs me to stop. It was so much fun.
But
Ah,
Well, I
his
not
penis
talking
is
so
about with my
retired.
penis, talking about with my hands and my mouth, but because if I get to the penis, the penis gets done, he's over with, and I'm done for the night. That's
like
why I
butt
spend
stuff.
all my time with the other stuff because the penis is a finishing move. So for me, Swiss Army dick.
Yeah, Bob's your uncle.
I was just
So
gonna say,
Have a
Bob's
good
your
night,
uncle.
folks.
yeah,
Peace out.
Peace out, know-it-alls.
Bob's your uncle.
All right. I went and got a tattoo last week.
A tattoo?
A tattoo. So tattoo,
A
ink.
tattoo?
Yeah, I went and got a tattoo last week. I went and got a tattoo. And while I was there, my tattoo artist was talking about her next tattoo she was gonna get. So she's at a tattoo convention in Calgary right now. And she showed me a picture and I was like, Dear God, are you serious? She was, yeah, it's awesome, right? I go, I can't look away. So she's big into like horror movies and stuff. So she has like stuff from The Craft, Freddy's and Jason's and stuff like that. But have you
Yeah,
seen the movie Tusk?
of course. I love that movie.
So she literally just got Mr. Tusk tattooed on her body
The
by
Justin Long character?
Justin Long after he had been transformed into Mr. Tusk.
Does it look like he's screaming?
It's right beneath her Nancy from The Craft. So there's Nancy
Oh
from The
wow.
Craft
Yeah,
and there's Mr. Tusk. Fucking brilliant,
that looks so good.
right?
It's good work.
Yeah, man, that's great work. So yeah, she's at a tattoo convention and there's a tattoo artist there. She really, really wanted to get work done and it looks good. I was like, I was horrified to think that you're gonna put that on your body, but looking at it now, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, if it wasn't that, it'd be something else.
Oh, exactly, right?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, to me, yeah, I mean the movie is just unsettling,
It is unsettling, but
right?
it's really good. Like the first half of it, how it builds up is fantastic, but the second half it really fell off for me.
And do you know where the idea came from?
No.
It is so stupid. So Kevin Smith was chatting with his producing partner, podcast partner, Scott Mosier, the guy that he pretty much did all his
Yeah.
first movies with.
Yeah.
And they
View
were just
askew.
Yeah, they were just chatting about shit. And they were chatting about Craigslist and how there's weird ads in Craigslist. And he's like, well, what if there was an ad where like you didn't have to pay rent and somebody would pay for your food and your electricity and all they'd want is once a month is they would put on like they would dress you up like a walrus and you had to like clap your hands and like bark around like a seal in the living room for like, a couple hours. That's your only thing you had to do and you got to live there rent free, food free, electricity free for an entire month. Would you do it? And
Oh, yes.
right? Who wouldn't? And then, well, we see what happens when in real life it's not a like a just sort of normal person. It's a fucking psychopath gets you in your house and wants to dress you up like a walrus.
And he's
But
drugging you and shit. You're like,
yeah,
can't even control
he's
yourself.
chopping off your body parts and he's fusing walrus parts to your body.
It was a
Unsettling.
lot like Human Centipede. There's some surgery going on and
Yeah.
not good. Not good.
But yeah, I think the tattoo looks fucking awesome, and I'm glad to see somebody got it.
Yeah. I'm sure there's more than one out there.
Well, let's not go crazy.
There is. What's Jamie sending you?
Jamie's trying to send me something that, oh, nope, it looks like it's not. No, I got nothing.
Jamie, you're useless.
Jamie is useless. It's nothing, just a bunch of gay porn ads.
That's typical.
Is it? Is that what
I imagine.
does Jamie send you a lot of those?
When he's not sending me pics of your moms and Charlie Ray's mom,
That's so weird. How did he get all those? I'm
I
just
have no idea.
mesmerized by it.
No idea. He's sick. Where did you find this guy?
Craigslist?
Craigslist, kind of like wants to be a walrus sometimes.
Yeah, no big deal, right?
Sounds like it'd be a good time without the drugs and the surgery and all that shit.
Like hanging out with a dude that was lost at sea and had a walrus save his life.
Yeah, and he's like, it's like a sugar daddy situation. He's paying all your bills and stuff,
Yeah,
but
but there's always
once a week you got to go and put on these props and fucking flop around and shit. No big deal.
there's
I'd do it.
always something you have to do to pay for it.
You think it's gonna get sexual while you're in that?
I think it has to be. I think that's what do people want? They want to be sexual deviants, right? I don't think they want to kill people, but they want to do weird sex things. Is that not
Sometimes it's just control,
that's well, Diddy style?
but control without the abuse. If you're willing to dress up as a walrus and flop around a room and maybe he takes your pictures and stuff like that, that's fine.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that?
And I just get to live for free, but I don't have any extra money.
Or maybe he just like hooks you up with some cash after each session.
So essentially, I'm whoring myself out.
But you're not doing anything sexual. You're just putting on a series of props to make you look and move a lot like a walrus. And then you have to do a bunch of stuff. Maybe it's like an 8-hour shift of whatever he wants you to do there. And you walk out of there with, you get $500, I get 2,500. We walk away,
Well, you and I both know that I would do it. There's no way around it.
right?
It's almost like free money. It's like not going to work, but getting paid work wages. Pretty
That's
good
a
deal.
good day's wage. And you're just, I don't know. It sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, it does. As long as he's not doing weird sexual things.
Yeah. And it probably leads to that,
Oh, is he
unfortunately.
touching himself while I'm dressed like a walrus?
He can do whatever he wants. He's
Yeah, but I
paying for
mean,
the service.
when does it get to the point where he's bored of touching himself and he wants to touch the walrus? do I get to negotiate a higher fee at this point, or do I just walk away with my 500 and say, thank you, sir. I think I'm done. Please lose my phone number.
He knows you'll be back.
He knows I don't want to work and I want money. God damn it.
He's like, Clay's my best walrus.
Oh, well, I mean, you go big or go home, right?
I think he would make a pretty good walrus.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, you're welcome.